Hey guys, what's going on? So today is a bit more of an informative video, and I wanted to do this for a while. I just haven't touched upon it simply because the fact that I just have been making my own excuses. One, for example, is university. Another, for example, is other responsibilities I might have during my time at home, family, other things that, you know, we all have to deal with, work-life balance, all those things that all of us have to go through during our period of time. What you can see from the title of this video is I have completed the 7-day challenge of being away from social media. So that includes Instagram and Snapchat. The reason why I took this is one day I had the heart-to-heart with a really close friend of mine. This was late hours of the night. This was at 2-3 a.m. in the morning, and we had a conversation, like a one-to-one conversation. And then he told me, look, you need to feel what it's like being within the moment. When you're within the moment, you're able to understand and able to appreciate what's there around you for a period of time. You're able to take in what's there, being away from Snapchat, Instagram, being away from just your phone and admiring it for the memories. And I felt as though I was missing out on that at some point, always being on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Snapchatting your food, Snapchatting, you know, out with your friends, just enjoy it within the moment. And I thought maybe this can actually help me clear my mind, my mindset, rejuvenate the way I speak, my actions, eradicate my bad habits.
So you better check yourself.
Now, the benefits which I found was that number one is when I woke up in the morning, I didn't even touch my phone. The best thing about this challenge was that I was able to wake up even before my alarm went off. My natural body clock was adjusted to a much more healthier rate. So not only was I able to sleep earlier, I was able to wake up earlier. And when I woke up, I had much more energy in me. Do the things I needed to do, calm down, drink tea, and able to focus on what my day was like. So, you know, my day was much more structured in what I wanted to do. My thoughts became more clearer of what I needed to do and what I needed to get done. So instead of the bad habits which I used to have, which was waking up in the morning, scroll through my phone for like half an hour, stay in bed and get up slowly, your energy goes, it gets drained without you even realizing. So that's one of the benefits which I've had. Another benefit which I've also understood during this time was while I was studying for my university exams, assignments, instead of going through my phone during my break, during the whole time I was able to look through my notes and have more time efficiency when I was revising. And I realized that me memorizing things and writing things, it became much more clearer to my mind, putting my thoughts into words much more simple and not overcomplicating it. And you know, being away from socials this whole time, my thoughts became much more clearer. I was able to think better, I was able to, you know, say things better. Another thing that was really important is that, you know, during family gatherings, when you have a lot of family in one room and when things get awkward and it's silent, you tend to go on your phone. With me, the phone was away and I was able to bring out a conversation further upon the elders, the kids, just, you know, taking things within the moment, as I spoke about before, like appreciating that which is within the moment. And I was just able to speak with my family better, appreciate things a lot more better. Like, you won't know until you try it.
Bloody no! Hi.
My bad habits became eradicated so quickly. And don't get me wrong, on the first day, it was really tough, guys. It was very tough. Like, people can see on my face, I looked depressed. Like, I wasn't speaking to anyone, I was quiet, I was more in my thoughts. In the second day and third day, I became better. I had much more natural energy in me. My prayers became more solid. I was able to allocate more time, and time was so important. I was able to put more time into watching beneficial videos like this, like that, and like this. I was more concentrated onto self-development. And when you're on social media, scrolling through Instagram, the meme pages, self-development isn't there. You're just frying your brain, you're gonna have a burnout. So when I was watching beneficial videos, it helped me so much of what I need to get done and what I need to plan ahead. So instead of planning years ahead, I was planning 3 months ahead. So I was being more strategic in how I was going along with the process. And more than anything, I understood that my addiction for social media was there. A lot of us have addiction. We just lie to ourselves and tell us that no, we're fine, everyone's doing it, I'm doing it, I want to build my social media. But there's a limit. Have a healthy limit. So I would advise those of you to take those 7 days off Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, what you need to do. And it is going to be difficult. You have to be willing to eat dirt for a while to appreciate the fruits. So many of you might not understand that. You will only understand if you try it. Remember, it's better to take 50% of something rather than 100% of nothing. I really abide by that rule, and I hope many of you can take that approach as well. More than anything, my mindset has changed to a much more healthier one. Instead of dwelling, overthinking, and just pondering things too much, I'm able to just move forward and go in. I just want to give an example. So I remember when a couple of weeks ago I used to have these dreams where like waves used to come during my dream, and like the sea was coming like a tsunami sort of thing, and everyone's running and I'm just there. And I thought, let me just Google this. This website specifically said how the wave is your fears. Now your fears are so much tied up in longevity that you keep thinking long term. And you're standing there because you have so much thinking, but you're not doing anything about it, but just thinking and thinking. So the interpretation was, go through the wave, face your fears, face the things that you need to get done, rather than going on all these, like going on loopholes, going through your phone, avoiding things, going behind the bush. Just do the things that you need to get done. Be willing to eat dirt. And ever since I started to do that during these 7 days, it helps me a lot to understand a lot about myself, my self-addictions, self-discipline, a lot of these important things that many of us avoid, but we presume that it will come to us at a later point.
You sure?
So I suppose when you have nothing to give, you have time to give. So because of the time screen, as you can see, the amount of time I've spent on my phone compared to how it is now, the majority of it is on YouTube, because I spent most of my time watching beneficial videos while I was on the go, etc. But in terms of Snapchat, Instagram, it's not there. And there's your evidence. I just have to say, you guys need to give this a go. I'll call it like a 7-day fast away from social media. Giving your mind peace. Like, you feel, it's weird because like for me, I felt as though I'm able to breathe better. I'm able to look at things in a better point of view, from a greater perspective. You listen more rather than speaking more. You don't compare your lane to others. You're very much focused upon yourself and what you need to get done. And that's really important. Self-focus is so important, and that's what I've actually understood throughout this 7-day process. And that be it from me. If you guys take on this challenge, comment below. I want to know how many of you guys are strong and not weak. And because if I can do it, you guys can do it as well. And that's the most important thing, is that you try things and not just go with the flow, but you do things towards self-development. That's one thing, self-development upon yourself. And it's okay to be selfish when you need to be selfish, when it benefits you in the long run and it takes you away from your own bad habits. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe this video. This video is a bit more different. Maybe you guys can tell my character, the way I'm talking is a bit more clearer. I hope so.
I hope so.
Until next time guys, I'll see you in the next video.